want to start off with the important stuff and thank my family and all of my friends for coming today to support me here and to enjoy this wonderful celebration. You are what makes this a special day. Thank you for being here. This is the only name I'm going to mention, and that's Ray Lindstrom, a friend who has been my friend from high school days, which is, well over 50 years ago, and who nominated me for this wonderful honor. And thank you, Ray. I want to thank the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame, the organization, and the members. I'm so delighted to be included in this year's inductees. I think it is just an extraordinary group of accomplished and talented athletes and coaches, and to be considered in that same group just is such a thrill and an honor. So thank you very much. I want to thank my parents, Leon, well, I said I wasn't going to give names, but Leon and Blanche Taylor, and my mom, specifically for telling me always that I could do anything I really wanted to. And my dad for reading an article to me in the late 50s about a new sport they had called skydiving. Wouldn't I like to try it? It lit a spark that still has not gone out. I guess the main group I owe thanks to was a bunch of guys in Dallas, Texas that trusted me with their lives while I trained them, packed their parachutes, modified their parachutes, and then packed them, and then took them up in airplanes and put them out with a little more than that trust and faith between them and the ground. And we had a great time. We had a lot of fun. We had, in the 3 years I trained people in Dallas, we had 2 broken bones and nothing worse than that, and one of those broken bones was mine. I loved being a trainer and coach to those guys. And the interesting thing of that was, it was almost all a male sport at that time. But in the early 60s, this is just a small story about the difference between what skydiving was like when I started in the early 60s and today. I made a skydive probably in 62 or 63 with one other woman, and we passed a baton in free fall from one person to the other. Last week in California, 117 women from 28 countries set a world record making a formation, one formation, holding that for a number of seconds, letting go and coming back and making a second formation before they've been broken and opened their parachutes. Is that not amazing to have that difference in? I'm really grateful and lucky to have found a sport for someone with my competitive spirit and adventurous nature, and it was well suited to me and I was well suited to it. Skydiving is a beautiful sport, and I owe a lot to it. I owe a lot of friendships to my relationship with the sport. The things that I have accomplished in it are kind of, you like to brag on those once in a while. I did this or I did that, especially to my kids maybe, but the important things are the people that you meet, the friendships you make, and that you keep on and on. I know I had something else to say. Oh, I just wanted to mention that one thing about skydiving, there was no money. No money could be made in skydiving at that time. And frankly, for 5 years, every spare cent I had went into jumping, into buying equipment, into fixing it. And so just not a lot of money at all. But I'm not complaining. I like to say that I spent most of my money on skydiving and parties and men, and the rest I just wasted.